Carolina, thousands of pounds of ash dumped into the Dan River.
One of the largest spills of coal ash ever reported in American history.
Officials estimate that as much as 82,000 tons of ash were released into the river.
It's been spreading ever since.
So I didn't know what coal ash was either, but if you think about it, it's kind of simple. Coal ash is what is left after you burn coal. The stuff has been piling up for decades. They keep a lot of it in what are pretty much lakes of coal ash mud. In the big spill, one of these coal ash lakes dumped into the Dan River. The ash contains heavy metals and hexavalent chromium, the Aaron Brockovich chemical, and it's kind of radioactive. If it's in your groundwater, it is probably a pretty good recipe for cancer and heart and lung disease.
Coal ash belonged to North Carolina's Governor Pat McCrory's longtime former employer, Duke Energy.
His administration has, over the last year, been shielding his old company from lawsuits filed by local environmental groups.
So sorry about this, but here are some numbers that I learned about Duke and Governor McCrory. North Carolina Governor Pat McCrory worked for Duke for 29 years. The year before McCrory decided to run for governor, Duke gave the Republican organization that helps governors get elected $15,000. The year of the coal ash spill, they gave that same organization $3 million. And here are four more numbers, I'm sorry, stay focused. After the spill that poisoned the Dan River, the state fined Duke, a $23 billion company, a little less than $100,000. That's like someone making $60,000 a year and getting fined 30 cents. It seems to me like those $3 million, that was a pretty good investment.
When the Duke Energy plant began its operations in the early 1970s, fly ash would fall on our land, rooftops of our homes, and our vehicles, and cover them worse than the pollen in the springtime around here. We could write our names on the cars because it was just that thick. As a child, I had problems with my bladder. My mother developed heart problems. They ended up causing her death on September 28, 2014, of a massive heart attack. You can't drive 2 miles in either direction of the power plant without knowing a family that has dealt with such illnesses.
My father was a 32-year veteran of the Department of Environmental Quality. I started with the division in 2004. I was proud of my job, and I was proud of my agency. But I walked away from all of it in 2013 because I could no longer, in good conscience, stay with an agency that was being dismantled and redirected into a pro-corporation, polluter-friendly agency. DEQ press releases these days read more like a re-election ad than environmental position statement.
We are just tired of people dying, and that's not necessary. The people that are in position to make decisions to move things are not listening. So evidently there's something else involved that stimulates them, and that got to be money that is placed in their pockets.
I serve as Duke Energy's Environmental Affairs Director for North Carolina. This is a complicated issue, but we're focused on trying to get it right.
The people are tired of this being politicized. We are dying with undrinkable water that we won't help. We don't care about your re-election bids or none of that. We won't help because we're dying.
To see the heartache in my child's face because she knows I'm sick, that's heartbreaking for me. I don't want the next generation to have to face the same things that we're facing now. And that's why I'll continue to speak up for justice. Thank you.
Thank you.
I had 3 strokes, and then I had a heart attack. I had to get stents put in my heart. These are the mounds of coal ash right here, to my left, covered with grass.
That's all coal ash underneath that?
Yes.
Do you know most people on both sides of the road?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
The Harrison's residence right here, their father had lung cancer. And there's the house right here, him and his wife both passed away from cancer. Now we're getting ready to approach Goolsby's trailer park. They received do not drink letters. This whole trailer park has contaminated water.
And what's the explanation behind?
They want to say it's naturally occurring. That's what they want to say.
If they do know, then why? Then what is that? If they know and they don't care? Money? Greed?
The almighty dollar. It's the root of all evil. It's what it says in the Bible. And I do believe it. Because they'll do anything for